Alright! Welcome back to the island.
え、探し物？何を落としたの？
I wonder how I ended up here. Well, I was looking for a pretty shell or something to give to Rinne. But then one of the locals called the police on me and... If I get dragged into conversation with this one, he'll probably bring it around to relationships again. A wallet containing about a million yen?
よかった。ちょうどさっき財布を拾ったって人が来てね。
Really? That's mine! Give it back! Yippee! I live like a king!
ま、嘘だけどね。
Fuck! How could you tell such a monstrous lie?
どうしてそんな見えすいた嘘をつくのかな、君は。
What did you think? I want money!
そういう素直な
Money, money, money!
ないけどね。
Give me money! Money! The police officer lets out a big sack. Money! I don't sense any real spite from it though. Money!
いつもの元気がないみたいだけど、もしかして本当にお金に困ってる？
Yeah. My wife's pregnant with her fifth child, you see.
クオンさんのところで働いてるんでしょ？うまくいってないの？
He's all ignoring me! I'm getting along just fine with Kuan, no issues there.
じゃあ、リンネちゃん？
Nope. I'm not sure. I just knew we do end up talking about this. You see, I took her to the beach today.
あのリンネちゃんを？すごいじゃない。
I know, right? Someone should give me a medal for bravery. He seems to be aware of Rinne's condition. That makes things easier on my part. I messed up though. I made her even more afraid than she had been before.
人は簡単には変われないよ。少しずつ前に進んでいけばいいんだよ。
No, that's not the issue here. Rinne had hacked her knees and begged pitifully for help. But not for me. I could clearly hear her calling out. But I couldn't do anything myself to help her. Maybe I should have lied and put on some kind of act for her. I couldn't have told her that I was the Setsuna she was looking for. But what would have come next? What would I have lost in granting her that wish? I do have lost myself.
君たちはどうもなかなか複雑な事情を抱えてるみたいだね。まあ、リンネとセツナじゃ仕方ないか。
He stands up at the side.
そろそろ見回りの時間だ。少し歩きながら話そうか。
Sure. Barely a moment ago, I was strolling down this path with a young schoolgirl and a younger shrine maiden. And now, I am on my way back, accompanied by a police officer. A housewife out walking her dog looks at me with an expression that very clearly reads, "Wow, so you finally got arrested!" She quickly scurries off. Yeah, get the hell out of here.
のどかでいい島だよね。
For the fact that people want me to be arrested. Wait. What? I was just a bunch of sandstone, whatever. No, everyone's always giving me this thing. Yeah, that's what I'm basically talking about.
島に来た普通の若者が注目されるくらい平和ってことだよ。
That's true. I've come to see that this island is a much easier place to live than I first thought it was. Although it may seem that the islanders are apprehensive of me, some of them have been very welcoming. And the days have passed by uneventfully, without major incident of any description. Made by me, of course! Sometimes I even find myself thinking that I do like to stay here forever, if I can.
でもね、表面化していないだけで、この島は大きな歪みを抱えている。
I'm aware of that too.
ただ警察としては、事件が起きない限り動けないからね。たまに何のために私はここにいるんだろうって思うことがあるよ。
I don't know why he decided to join the police, but I completely understand how he feels. Why am I here on this island? What can I do here? To be honest, I thought it was all pretty simple. I do assume that she was only afraid of Suit Blight Syndrome because of her legendary namesake. I thought everything would work out if I could just get her to come outside with me. But things are never that easy. This phobia of hers has deep roots. It's going to take a far more sophisticated approach to get rid of it completely.
彼女が恐れているのは、バイモン病だけじゃないのかもしれないね。
What else?
多分、同じ運命をたどることだよ。伝承に出てくるリンネの生まれ変わりとね。
Her reincarnation? Rinne wasn't reincarnated in the version I heard. Setsuna entered a long sleep and caved in ice, waiting for Rinne's return. The three families exist so that the pair can one day fulfill their destiny. And that's where the story supposedly ends.
誰から聞いたの？
Sara and Karen.
なるほどね。
A police officer lets out a small sag.
伝承は近代になってからいろいろと改変されたらしいんだよ。御三家にとって都合のいいようにね。
They adapted to their own benefit? Weren't it that wants to create a legend in the first place?
特に物語の後半は大きく削られてしまった。いや、わざとなかったことにしたんだろうね。
You seem to know your stuff.
昔、失われつつあるこの島の伝承を調べていた人がいてね。
I have some idea who that could be. Someone who researched the island's history, but it was spoken of only in the past tense.
小原則正、リンネちゃんのお父さんだよ。島中の人に聞き込みをして回って、細切れだったり矛盾してたりする伝承をまとめ上げたんだ。うちにもよく足を運んできては父と長話を。うちも一応御三家とは縁のある家でね。どうやら父の知っていた話が伝承の後半部分に相当していたらしい。
Sorry about that. Someone called me in to tell me that there's snow outside. I mean, actually, that's a pretty rare occasion in a place where I live. So that's nice. Anyways.
おっと、ごめん。話がそれていたね。父の語った物語はこうだ。
I'm familiar with Rinne and Setsuna's tragic love story. Now, in a very subdued tone, the police officer starts recounting its sequel.
リンネが生まれ変わるには、長い年月が必要だった。島人はやがて二人のことをすっかり忘れてしまったんだ。
Huh?
御三家は本来の役目を忘れて島の権力争いに明け暮れていた。そんな時代にリンネは再び生を受けた。生まれ変わったリンネは刹那のことを知らされないまま大人になり、他の男と結ばれてしまう。だけどある日、男に問い詰められたことで思い出すんだ。悲観したリンネは海に身を投げてしまう。次に生まれ変わった時にこそ刹那と結ばれると信じてね。皮肉なことに、そんなリンネの行いで島人は我に返って島は平和になった。島人は今度こそ二人のことを忘れまいと誓い合った。だけど人ってのはそんなに簡単には変われないものだよ。再び二人のことは時の彼方に忘れ去られてしまうんだ。
And if they do, history will end up repeating itself. When Rinne's reborn, she'll go looking for Setsuna again. And if she can't find him, she'll jump to her death again.
何度繰り返せば二人は巡り会えるんだろうね。
As long as one person on the island remembers them. As long as Rinne remembers Setsuna. I'm sure the story can come to a different conclusion. Does Rinne, our Rinne, know the side of the legend?
じゃないかな。伝承をまとめたのがリンネちゃんのお父さんだからね。 つまり私が言いたいのはね、リンネちゃんが怖がってるのはバイモン病そのものじゃなくて、
She's scared of not being able to find Setsuna, huh? Rinne knows that he has to be out there somewhere. It's not as if she actually remembers her past lives, but she must have read about it all in her late father's book. Nowadays, Rinne and Setsuna's story is regarded as little more than a folktale, and the details of it are being swallowed up by history. Now Rinne still believes in it, even though everyone else has forgotten. She has to, so that she doesn't forget herself, and the tragedy isn't repeated. The legend is just that, a legend. But are the figures in it all that different from us? One day we'll be forgotten too. Nobody will remember that we once lived here. The happiness we found, and the dreams we've given up on, everything will eventually be washed away in the currents of time, and reduced to grains of sand.
伝承が伝える教訓は時間の無常さだよ。二人の行動は歴史に何の影響も与えなかった。人ってのは時間の流れの前には無力なんだよ。
Thoughts and feelings can transcend time. Joy and grief alike, eventually, they'll just vanish. That's why we end up repeating our mistakes.
それでもリンネちゃんは信じたいんじゃないかな。
She wants to believe that we are able to transcend time.
彼女のお父さんがそうだったようにね。
Did her father believe in the legend as well?
正確に言うと少し違うかな。あの人が信じていたのは風化しつつある伝承を後世に残すことの意義だよ。まあ時間の流れに立ち向かうという意味では同じなのかな。
The legend itself revolves around people's forgetfulness, though. There's something a bit contradictory in trying to make people remember it. And Rinne, who's still waiting for what may be nothing more than a fictional character, faces the same basic paradox. As do I, probably.
リンネちゃんの様子見ていってあげようか。
I'm asked this when we arrive at the Ohara mansion, but it's plain enough from the officer's expression that he already knows my answer. No, that's my job. Rinne is fully aware of the paradox that faces her, and she's made efforts to overcome it. She knows that waiting for Setsuna will effectively bring time to a standstill. Just as she knows that she can't actually do anything to impede time's passage. In which case, what choice do I have but to believe in her? This reminds me so much of that night. My first night on the island. When I wandered out onto the beach, having escaped from the mansion. I remember how scared I was of losing who I was if I settled down here on the island. The fear that I feel now is similar. How did I get past it back then? Why did I decide to stay?
Setsuna?
Rinne? All of a sudden, the girl in the hat is standing right here. The girl who saved me. Ohara Rinne. Only now she's become the object of my fear.
やっぱり刹那じゃない。
At that, I instantly stiffen up. It's clear enough from her intonation what she means. But what if the nuances had been slightly different? It isn't Setsuna. A slight shift in intonation, and she's denying everything that I am. It's not just Rinne who calls me Setsuna at this point. But she was the first person to define me that way. If she were to take that away, would I still be myself?
さっきはごめん。一人にしないでって言ったり、一人にさせてって言ったり。私って本当めんどくさい女。
Like I said, it's okay. Am I acting nice because I care about her? Or because I'm afraid of her? I think it's a bit of both. I'm afraid of losing your favor, precisely because I care about her. That's why I'm treating softly with her, so she won't get mad at me. I'm helpless. Far worse than you.
あら、ようやく自覚が出てきたの？
Yep, thanks to you. I need to stay cautious. I'm dealing with the princess of the night here, after all. If I really do get her angry, I'll lose everything I have.
ねえ、少し歩かない？
Your daily walk?
そう、日課。
The princess answers me cheerily. Under the moonlight, she looks like a totally different person. Certainly compared to this afternoon. Probably because there's nothing of threat to her here. Rinne, can't you give up on what you're looking for? Is it not enough to have me by your side? I want to ask her, but I don't have the courage. Maybe it's already written on my face though. And picking up on these things is apparently her forte.
今夜で終わりにする。
Rinne smiles at me gently. It's just like it was that other night. It's because I decided to trust in that smile that I'm still here.
ねえ、せつなはこの島に来て何日目？
I wonder. It hasn't been that long, but I feel like I've been here for ages. I bet that's because of the time I've spent here has been so fulfilling. Especially my time with her.
好きになってきた？
Mwah! Wait, no!
何言ってるの？この島のことよ。
Oh, I see. That scared me for a moment.
ねえ、誰のことだと思ったの？サラちゃん？カレン？
Alright, no need to tease me. Does it really matter?
よくない。
Okay, let's go with Thomas-san then.
意地悪しないでよ。
Who's teasing?
あなたがよ。
Actually, I'm cool with a pretty wide range of ages.
どのくらいなの？
I think between 13 and 37 is okay in my book.
上はともかく、下はまずいでしょそれ。
Yeah, same here. It's fine. They'll grow up soon enough. Someone should arrest this man.
誕生日を迎えるごとに？
You get one a year. Isn't that how it normally goes? People all age at exactly the same rate. And that way to get to share time with their loved ones. However...
だったら素敵ね。
Rinne whispers just this and then falls silent. She almost makes it sound as though it isn't true for her. Man, what a sad thought. What if your body aged year on year, but in your heart you were still just a kid? Eventually, you do be left behind by your loved ones. Rinne, you're right in the sweet spot, age-wise. I wonder why I let that slip out. It's true though. I imagine that everybody needs someone. Someone they want to share their time with. Otherwise, they won't grow up.
私も、年上が好き。
We don't need to lie to each other. We don't need to be afraid of rejection. Resting in each other's smiles is enough. It allows us to share our time, to grow up together. Since it's our last night doing this, shall we head out a bit further than usual?
ここでいい。だって。
Because?
探し物はもう見つけたから。
Rinne comes to a stop. Is there really anything paradoxical about her situation? It seems like I had it completely wrong. There's nothing paradoxical about the world she inhabits. All along, she alone has been living free of that stuff, pure and uncorrupted.
私ね、小さな頃の記憶がないの。学校に通っていたことも、友達と遊んだことも、お父さんのことも、お母さんのことも、何にも。
I'm not sure what Rinne's talking about all of a sudden.
気がついたら、この浜辺に寝転がって、星空を見上げてた。まるで、その瞬間に生まれたみたいな気がした。でも、体が動かなくて、声を出すこともできなくて、息もできなくて。
I know just what she's talking about.
覚えてたのは、リンネって名前だけ。
I can relate to it more than anyone.
だんだん星の数が減っていって、私はこのまま死んじゃうんだって、ぼんやり頭の片隅で考えてた。いっぱいやりたいことがあったはずなのに、やらなくちゃいけないことがあったはずなのに、何にも思い出せなかった。でもね、最後の星が消えるその瞬間、男の子の顔が見えたの。
A boy?
私より2つか3つくらい年上の男の子。何度も私の名前を呼んで、必死にこの世界につなぎ止めようとしてくれた。私はその男の子の顔に手を伸ばして、何かを、多分、名前を尋ねたんだと思う。そしたらね、男の子はニコって笑って、こう答えたの。
The name of a character who exists only in legend, whose name I then took in turn, or...
セツナだって。
Is she referring to someone else entirely?
次に気がついたら、私は自分の部屋のベッドの上にいて、たくさんの知らない大人に囲まれてた。大人たちは何もわからない私に優しく教えてくれた。嵐の夜に海に落ちたんだとか、3日間も行方不明になってたんだとか、いろいろ。でもみんなどこか嘘をついてるみたいだった。セツナの話をしても誰も信じてくれなかった。そんな男の子はいないって。でもね、確かにいたの。この場所に私を救ってくれたセツナが。ねえ、あなたは信じてくれる？
Does she really think I'm in any position to say no? To the girl who saved me? Here of all places?
私は夜になると部屋を抜け出して、この場所に来て、セツナを探したの。怖かったの。お父さんもお母さんも素顔を見せてくれなくて、本物の両親だなんてとても思えなくて、世界中が私に嘘をついてるみたいで、私が信じられるのはセツナだけだった。
What did I do that night? I didn't want my days to melt together into some false, uneventful shadow of an existence. So afraid of losing myself, I slipped out of my room and wandered onto the beach. I was searching for someone.
そしたら、いたの。星空の下で、 私の名前を呼んでくれたの。
Hearing that alone turned out to be my salvation. It completely rid me of my loneliness.
それから毎晩ここで会うようになった。私がここに来るとせつなは必ず待っててくれた。だんだんね、それが日課になっていったの。
Thanks to our walks on the beach together, I've managed to stay myself. The time we spend with each other is the only way I have of making sure that I'm still me.
いろんな話をした。悲しいことがあった日は優しく慰めてくれたし、楽しいことがあった日は一緒に笑ってくれた。そしたら不思議とこの世界が怖くなくなっていった。ここにいてもいいんだって思えるようになっていったの。せつながね、私に希望をくれたの。
And hope eventually turns into desire. You go from accepting where you are to actually wanting to stay there.
せつなはね、子供の私から見るとずっと大人びてて、でもどこかちょっと常識外れなところもあって、おしゃべりでお調子者で私の知らないお話をたくさんしてくれるの。浜辺をブラブラ散歩しながら、私は話し続けるせつなの横顔をじっと見てるの。でも作り話も混じってて、油断してるとすぐ騙されちゃうの。そうそう、せつなの夢は小説家になることでね。自分で作ったお話を書いたノートを見せてくれたこともある。子供っぽい冒険活劇でストーリーも支離滅裂で、でも面白かった。本を読むのも好きでね。特に SF 小説とか推理小説をよく読んでた。私はせつなのためにね、書庫から面白そうな本を見つけては持って行ったの。お父さんにバレないように毎日ちょっとずつね。
Every day we repeat the same routine, but those moments together are so pleasant. They almost allow me to stop caring about everything I've forgotten.
でもね、
I feel awake and ease. It just won't go away. Every time I get close to feeling truly happy, it returns. And sometimes it flares up violently, triggered by the slightest things.
ある日書庫でお父さんが書いた本を見つけたの。この島の伝承について書いてある本。
It's probably the past, the one I'm supposed to have forgotten, catching up to me.
そこには私の名前が書いてあった。
Rinne, that accursed name whose bearer is destined to die over and over.
私のなくしちゃった過去が書いてあった。
Of course, the legend is just that, a legend. But what might it have looked like to a young girl without the past to call her own? Would it have looked like a silly little folktale to Rinne, when all the adults around denied the very existence of her Setsuna?
それからなの。私が外を歩けなくなったのはおかしな話よね。私がリンネの生まれ変わりなんてそんなわけはないのに。そんなのあるはずないのに。なのに
If she denied being Rinne, that young girl wouldn't have had anything. People need a past, a story. Otherwise, they have no way of defining who they are. Just like me.
私にはどうしてもリンネが他人には思えなかった。
But Rinne's story is a tragic one. Never reunited with her Setsuna, she chose to end her own life. If only somebody on the island had remembered the couple. If only Rinne had remembered Setsuna.
そのことをセツナに話したらね、そんな運命俺が書き換えてやるって。
Rewrite her destiny?
しばらくしてセツナは新しいお話を書いてきてくれたの。未来から来た主人公がリンネって女の子を救うお話。私がリンネのセリフを読んだらね、すごく綺麗な声だって褒めてくれた。嬉しくなった私はそのノートを借りて家で何度も何度も繰り返し読んだの。
My god, she smells like a little child. That's adorable.
楽しかった。まるで自分が自分じゃない誰かになれたみたいで、リンネのセリフを口にしている時だけは自分がリンネじゃないみたいで、その時だけはこの名前を忘れることができた。その時だけは何も怖くなかった。それからね、少しずつだけど私は日の光の下を歩けるようになったの。
Did she really manage it? Did she find an alternate ending to the legend in which she managed to reunite with Setsuna? However,
といっても峠までが精一杯だったけどね。
if that's true, why does she now confine herself to the night?
美味しかったな。二人で食べたかき氷。
And where did that Setsuna go?
一緒に虫取りや釣りをしたことも、夏休みの宿題を手伝ってもらったことだってある。ずるして問題集の答えを見ようとしたらセツナに隠されちゃって喧嘩したっけ。
Are these really your memories?
いっぱい遊んでいっぱいおしゃべりして、
Did this stuff really happen?
眠くなったらまた明日ねってお別れして、でも夢の中でも二人で遊んで。
And your dreams?
本当はどこからどこまでが夢だったのかな。
That's right. She could have dreamed it.
もしかしたら全部夢だったのかも。
Rinne looks up at the sky and speaks in a faraway voice.
夢じゃなかった。
It wasn't a dream?
私はもっともっとセツナと一緒にいたかった。ずっとずっと一緒に遊んでいたかった。だからね、ある日の夜帰ってゆくセツナの後をつけたの。見つからないように砂浜に残った足跡を追ってね。気づいたら辺りは岩場に変わってた。
The place we went
岩場を
today.
進んでいくと古ぼけた小屋があった。
The same one we saw
あの日の
today.
私はね、なんだか怖くなって引き返してきちゃった。だからね、あの小屋に本当にセツナがいたのかは今もわかんないまま。
Hey, Rinne, what are you trying to tell me?
あなたは は信じてくれる？
Believe
あ
what?
なたが言ってくれたのよ。
I said
子
what?
供の部屋だって。
I did see that. I myself had a moment of deja vu when we were standing by the hut. The images flashing through my mind had to have been memories. It was me? The boy who lived in that hut? The boy who called himself Setsuna? The boy who saved Rinne? It was me?
わかんない。最後に刹那に会ったのは今から5年も前だもの。
5 years ago?
ねえ、私の誕生日わかる？
No. How could I know? She's never told me.
いいから当ててみて。
Never mind that.
じゃあ年齢は？
Well, I know that. She's told me. You're 17, right?
外れ。私本当は4歳なの。
Think you're shaving off a few too many years there. You don't look any younger than a high schooler. For's about a quarter of her actual age. A quarter? Oh, I know when your birthday is. I don't know if I've actually remembered, or if this is just an educated guess. But there's only one date that comes to mind. It's Sleep Day, February 29th. And a little kid, your birthday is the most important day of the year. Rinne could only celebrate it once every 4 years. In a sense, she is just 4 years old. But in that case, how about me?
刹那ともね、昔同じやりとりをしたことがあるの。
I'll rewrite it.
いつもみたいにこうやって。ボートにじゃなくて2人で砂の上に並んで座ってね。そしたら刹那急に怒って立ち上がっちゃってね。あの時の私は刹那がどうして怒ったのかわからなくて、私の気持ちを分かってくれなかったことがすごく悔しくて。
I'll rewrite her destiny.
大嫌い。そう言って逃げ帰ってきちゃったの。刹那が怒った理由に気がついたのはそれから何日も後のことだった。
My place has been usurped by someone I've never seen or heard of before.
ねえ、刹那は自分の誕生日は
No, sorry, no. I don't remember my past. I've absolutely no way of knowing. Is that all there is to it, though?
そう。刹那は自分の誕生日を知らなかったの。生まれて一度も誕生日を迎えたことがなかったの。そりゃ怒るよね。私があんな冗談を言ったら。だけどあの時の私はすぐに気づいてあげられなかった。だから決めたの。私だけはお祝いしてあげようって。それが5年前の2月28日のこと。
5 years ago would have been 1994, which wasn't a leap year. On the eve of her non-existent birthday, on her last day as an 11-year-old, Rinne took a little step towards adulthood. She realized how Setsuna must have felt, unable to celebrate his birthday like she did.
でもほら、私こんなんでしょ。プレゼントを買いに街に行くこともできなくて。刹那はかき氷が好きだったんだけど、そんなの冬には売ってなくて。でね、思い出したの。刹那が私の声を綺麗だって言ってくれたこと。だからね、 私の声を上げることにしたの。
Her voice?
せつなが書いた小説、それを朗読した声を録音してプレゼントしようと思ったの。もちろんいつでも聴けるように携帯プレイヤーとセットでね。どう？なかなか素敵なプレゼントでしょ？
Yeah, I'm sure it was. It would certainly make me very happy.
大変だったんだからね。読み間違えたり詰まったりするたびに何度もやり直して、上手に読めたところだけをつなぎ合わせて。でも聞き直してみるとやっぱり変な気がして、最初からやり直して。
I'll bet she tried to get it absolutely perfect. She was making something that would last forever. Something you'd listen to over and over.
やっと完成した時にはとっくに日が暮れちゃってた。慌ててここまで走ってきたんだけど、やっぱりせつなの姿はなかった。すごく寒い日で雪がちらちら舞い始めてた。
Snowing, huh? I've never seen snow before. Though it's easy enough to imagine what it looks like. Instead of snowing. I wonder if the picture I have in mind is rooted more in common knowledge or personal experience.
どうしてかな。私はどうしてもその日のうちにせつなに届けたくて、日付が変わるまでになんとか手渡したくて、もう一度あの小屋に行ってみることにしたの。でもね、岩場を進んでいくうちに雪が激しくなってきて、気づいたら辺り一面が真っ白になってて、足元が見えなくて身動きできなくなって、怖くて寂しくてワンワン泣いてたら、せつなが助けに来てくれたの。まるで小説の主人公みたいにね。私は安心して思わずせつなに向かって走り出しちゃって、足をね滑らせたの。次の瞬間、私の体は冷たい冬の海に投げ出されてた。
What would I do if I were in that situation? If a girl fell in the sea right in front of my eyes? Surely I'd do.
それがせつなを見た最後の記憶。
Huh?
目が覚めたらこの中にいた。
Rinne left her hand slightly over to sit at the boat we're sitting on. Where was Setsuna? Wordlessly, she shakes her head. What happened on February 28th, 5 years ago? Why doesn't she have any memories beyond that night?
神隠し。目が覚めた私はそう言われたの。お前は神隠しにあったんだって。でもそれだけ。誰も私の話なんか聞いてくれなかったし、誰もせつなを探そうとしてくれなかった。いつもと同じ。そんな男の子はいないって。でもせつなはいたの。絶対いたの。
It may not have been Rinne who was spirited away that day, but Setsuna. Maybe he sacrificed himself in Rinne's place and got trapped in some bleep day netherworld.
だからね、私 私はずっとセツナを探してたの。
So that's what Rinne was looking for.
私だけはずっと探し続けてたの。
Searching for something important that she lost that night 5 years ago.
別にね、仲直りしたいとか、また一緒に遊びたいとか、そういうのじゃないの。ただ、
She flashes me her usual smile.
ずっと好きだった。それだけ伝えたかったの。
It's me she's addressing now, though.
ほら、ちゃんと覚えておきなさいよ。
Well, you know, 50 minutes. You know what? This is gonna be like the very first episode that I'm gonna go over like my usual time length of the episode. So, I mean, from what I've seen, just little bits of everything. I'm probably gonna get a bad ending if I choose what I choose, but I am Setsuna. Right, I am Setsuna. She gave me that name. If I reject her now, I'll go back to being a nobody. I don't have any choice. I've already accepted the fact that she's Rinne. Now I have to deal with the notion that I am Setsuna. Now it's a matter of time, I guess, until he maybe gains his memory back. Or maybe he won't. I can't really tell. You know, it's this sort of being my first time experiencing it all. I understand that much, but
そっか。自分のことがわからないんだね。
she whispers this ruefully and places a hand on my head. I feel like someone did the same thing to me once before, long ago. But I have no idea whose hand that was.
仕方ないわよ。覚えてないんだから。うん。仕方ない。
And I mean, if we really are the same guy, I mean, it should be, I guess, maybe obvious. I don't know. Given, like, let's say the bits of memories that we have gotten throughout this visual novel. I mean, we could have lost memory due to the snow incident, so we'll just see. I'm not gonna speculate anything. We'll just get our answers and we'll play. I can feel the weight of her emotions with an almost physical intensity, along with the warmth of her hand.
大丈夫。それでも大丈夫。きっとあなたは刹那になれる。
I see. We're just the same. Rinne and I both want to retrieve what we lost. In my case, it's the self that I lost that day. Ah, bones! Bones! Bones finally appeared! Oh my lord! Also, I wonder when we will remember about the disc that we actually used as a cover for our deck. I mean, I hope it's gonna come to this guy's mind, guys. We never checked what exactly it was. Even though it could be, obviously, the recording, you know? Anyways, and I heard that someone else she can't let go of. Huh? Why did I come to this island? Why did we... Where did the bones come from, dude? What's my purpose here? I lost sight of everything now. All my memories have been swallowed by a sea of noise. But I think I found a new purpose. A real reason for me to be here. Rinne, I'm supposed to see the girl who's sitting in front of me. It's okay for me to abandon anything. I don't need in pursuit of that one goal. I am Setsuna. I don't have any way of becoming the Setsuna of legend, but I can be the Setsuna she once loved. It's just a little white lie. I can do it. It'll be easy. And I love you too. But Why do I feel this thing of tears in my eyes?
ありがとう。嬉しい。
She kind of sounds like she's reading lines from a script, or as if she's forcing herself to read bad fan fiction out loud. I've always loved you. Still, my acting is so much worse. I just can't compare to her. She's been searching for her beloved Setsuna for 5 whole years. But there goes my acting career, and all that time she's been fighting off an aching loneliness to the point where she's even prepared to accept me as a substitute now. Sorry, I don't know how to express myself very well.
まるで、せつなの書いた小説みたい。
Huh?
ありきたりで安っぽくて、しかも前後の言葉がつながってないの。
That's not a great review.
そう、最悪。何にも分かってないの。
What should I say in a situation like this then?
やっぱり、せつなは何にも分かってない。
The adventures of a time traveler from the future, with no career in Hollywood, not anymore! I wonder how the young Setsuna concluded this tale. And what did Rinne think of it?
こんな時、言葉はいらないの。
Rinne stands up straight and stretches. Will we succeed in finding our way to the ending those two pictured? I don't know yet. All that's certain is that I'm here, and Rinne's here too. We just need to friend this one moment. I wish we could keep living in it forever. But time is merciless. It's always passing us by. There's cruelty in both the past and the future. This is probably the beginning of the end. From this moment forward, I'll start fading from the world. Until eventually, any trace of my presence vanishes. My name will be all that remains. But that's fine. That's good enough for me. Setsuna, everything that I am, I leave to you. Please, save this girl. Please make sure she never has to live through that tragedy again. Boy. And I'm gonna leave this for another
ほら、
episode.
ちゃんと覚えておきなさいよ。
Finally got bones.